for the stupid stopped down phones rather than trying to see too much kill. I'm going to use a bit of alcohol. Staff notes: in cold weather, staff are required to bring a bucket of coal. Failure is not an option. Apollo 13. God. I'd love to get my other phone out. Listen, let me do that.
I need to start
Going to buy another drink.
watch what he just did there.
Starmore here, politics in the pub.
This government like the 1930s.
Shout out to Pete. When it comes to behaving in the pub after having one too many, and that is keep your eyes open, your ears open, your mouth shut. Maybe I should learn from him. It's funny because he moved out from this seat. So that one actual one.
No idea.
Maybe because of the on the live stream. I'm now sat on a chair. Always worry about disturbing me. Our pizza's nice. I think that's why I moved. It wasn't me for why we was doing it. It disturbed me. Yeah, shout out to Pete. He's saying good how you can get away with being a bit drunk. Keep your eyes open, your mouth open. Yeah, I mean, sorry, your ears open, your mouth shut. If I learned that in Barnby on King's Lynn, they wouldn't know I was pissed. Yeah, so that's to myself, keeping this full. One's better off keeping your mouth shut when you argue. You should have said something the other way around, please. Hello. Have you changed your YouTube name? Yes, I have. Look at these kind of jokes. See, plus, keep forgetting to watch something on it. Yeah, not like I was complaining about the politics and stuff, you know, it's just I was highlighting it for the record. I mean, I'm sometimes guilty of that too. In fact, once I in a pub, and despite the fact there are multiple different points, I won't go into it in the pub. There are multiple different points of view on it. It causes a lot of controversy. It's the best, not this. Despite our defeats in the conflict, and that having the conflict in a pub close to closing time, people were drinking up. It's not a good idea because it distracted someone from finishing his drink. That's what anyone can agree on. Like even if your viewpoint is really controversial. Yeah, happy birthday. Shout out to whoever is having a birthday. I'm sorry, Jack, this chair so I can leave my stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll just go and be with my stuff anyway, that way. Problem solved.
Sorry, park in the car park. Yes, the really weird thing is I work for the game. This is design, but I made it to like this. Great like the country.
Yeah, I've learned never discuss anything controversial in politics, like the death penalty, Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and war on terror, and so on and so forth at the pub, because it will lead to a flame. Spacesuits rolling.
I mean, how sad is that? I mean, that's like...
You can get all that on play anyway.
Right, so that what it says on that sign. If you've been waiting 2 minutes, please tell us you've been waiting half an hour. It keeps us on our toes, as we have no concept of time. Marriage is like a game of bridge. In the beginning, you have 2 hearts and a diamond. By the end, you wish you had a club and a spades. As I'm reading off the teleprompter, I'm actually reading off the sign up there in the bar. Film that later, but still.
Because you stopped, just stop letter, right? You're not stop it.
Could you put lump of ice in it? All I can say is...
Lump of ice, pardon me. Oh, sorry. Should have gone to the gents. Oh, hang on.
It might be funny in a minute.
Excuse me.
Oh, and no, you haven't invited them saying no.
Hang on a minute.
I know,
And
I'm always
in
sold on online.
the 30 years...
£1 full container takes home 2 pints of your favourite alt beer.
Not one.
You've got a seatbelt on the pub. No, this isn't a seatbelt, it's a handbag. Talking of seatbelts, the loft has a plane simulation, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have seatbelts, and if it did, they'd only be lap belts anyway, so you don't get these type of seatbelts on most commercial aircraft, only on small aircraft like a Cessna 182. But I've never been in one, so I don't know.
So I'm not panicked.
Yeah, well, you were, yeah.
That's what Friday's for.
Everything you do, we can't do anything. So it's like you can't enjoy
It's like a stone.
Not a few times.
You just taking a piss, man.
No, I fell over in the other one even. I'm like the next time, what are the bruises on my arm? You fell over.
You fell from bike? Fell off the stool in the
That's
cab.
you.
No,
Thinking about yourself.
No, I
Thinking about yourself.
Many times. I looked out of my, Lucy looked out of our bedroom window when we lived at my...
Have you changed your YouTube name? Yes, okay. My bad. While I'm waiting to be served behind other people. It is getting annoying. Who arrived here after I did, but don't worry, I'll put up with it. Just because it maybe wasn't obvious I'm looking to get a soft drink with my wine. I have to make myself more clear there.
Yeah, we'll see there,
Served.
Worth it.
Well, I know what happened.
We did manage to sneak you out. Sneak, did manage to have to do the whole show. That's very disappointing. Didn't even know she
I'll be fine without food. Marcus, tell me to hurry up. Yeah, I will. Unless when someone. Excuse me. It's gonna have to take a step while people eat. Step towards it. Well, we can't open the door. Let's take a step here and it will go out with the door being opened anyway. Okay.
They keep making all these things like so if you want to be, you want to get on it, just keep
He's an erection.
To be fair, I've already got my wine, Shadow Demon. It's just I prefer to someone to be with it.
I know what to see. I'm not an erection.
Oh, it's another bartender here.
Pretty hard.
Is that right? Because they don't want
There's lots of shit going on with us.
Apparently I am, but they asked me a question, I say, what do you think? I've already done that today.
You're going to be working hard.
They do know me, we've known me for years. If him going blah blah blah, he's going blah blah blah.
Actually, can I have half of them? Half Amstel, please. Depends on how big it is.
I think if you look into the business, stop carrots, baked beans.
More is going to be
Yeah, it's a month of it.
Hey, is this all about?
You can't say that. Seeing the other race, like I say, it's been exploited.
Come on, little people.
So I'll probably put this here. Move that back and then get bored and leave. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can I have an appetizer, please?
Give me 2 minutes. I'm just in the middle of
Okay.
it.
That's what I did. No, mate, looked like he's into. But I wouldn't get served otherwise. They can't be here all night waiting to be served.
Oh, no, that,
Yes, thank you. Yes, please.
Lovely, thank you.
Ties as well. Shout out to AK Darren Arms. Also, shout out to Dale. I don't want to be too harsh. I'm going to stop hanging out with you, Dale, if you're watching this. Again, I think it's because me hanging out with you just encourages you to think you can behave how you want and I'll still hang out with you. You need to realise when you misbehave, there are consequences. To me, it's quite clear, either I stop hanging out with you, or if you weren't already going to prison, you'll be going there. Should we rather a month or a year before you rest your life, if it comes to that, if necessary, rather than being banged up in a prison cell for another couple of years? We spent 2 years now, Pace. You don't want to waste the rest of your life away, Dad. Where are you going, Dale? Hi, mate. You okay, buddy? Yes. What on earth you on about watching YouTube? You just scroll. Stop it. Like, that's bullying me for being trans. I don't even know what that is, but I can figure it out. I'm not dumb. One born every minute, but anyway, I'm okay. Just a bit of wine, a bit of appetizer. That seatbelt saw me dancing. No, that's my bag. And those aren't my pronouns, they're she, her. But anyone tries to use the wrong pronouns on me, I'll just ignore them and then be like, oh, you were referring to me. I assumed you were referring by he, him. I thought you were referring to that guy over there. Sorry, I got confused. Was she, her, and my preferred pronouns? More stories, don't judge a book by its cover. There's a reason why I wear women's clothes. That's the signal. I love you too. I'm a good lad. Yeah, thanks. So you, Darren.
I don't like that anymore.
Can I have the older one as triple, please?
Yeah.
They live in Wigan, all the used to around there all the time. And they just said that's time for us to move on. We're making friends. We need to move on that side.
You know what I think I'll do is might as well just sit down here. There's my friend Pete is busy talking to someone else, and so no, he's being it's a bit uncomfortable. Prefer to sit down. At which point the seatbelt has come off. But yeah, it's not a bad. It's like a seatbelt that stops you dancing when you're on the dance floor. That's why I find. Well, but you can't put it in the cloakroom either, though. It wasn't valuable in there. All I do is just tighten my seatbelt and comes easier, but still. £4.50 if anyone wants to buy me that. Jane person wouldn't hurt the fly, correct. The exception is self-defence, but hopefully it won't come to that. Or maybe a police officer. Or other authoritarian. I think someone in my shot knows who I'm talking about. When I say or other authoritarian, Mike Newell, my former physics teacher from Headset High. Alright, shouldn't first name him in case he goes back and teaching. And he gets students to say, "Hey Mike." But he doesn't work anymore. I think he can get away with it. £5.48 in Mawson's today, so sorry to be a pawn. So if anyone wants to buy me a pizza and some garlic bread, a £5.48 donation would be great. Ring noise, it's my phone. Tell me I've got notifications. And Revol keeps saying, approaching limit. What the hell, is the cost of crisis really that bad? You have to pay almost £300 for a glass of wine? Seriously, what can I say, people? £300 for a glass of wine. And a few years ago, people were saying £4.50 is a rip-off. To be fair, £4, that isn't a lie even nowadays. So even with the cost of living, I still feel £4.50 is a rip-off. That's what you have to expect in a pub. How do we donate? It should be really obvious if I've got the donate link right. If you look at the description, not means to be patronised, so just the way to say things. Look at the down description below, there's a link. That should work. If not, let me know and I'll update it. No, I wouldn't go hurt the teacher, even if me and them didn't get on. Ex-teacher, or even if I was still at City College, I wouldn't go hurt my current teacher either. Nor would I actually hurt a police officer. I might threaten to while I'm angry, but my threats are always empty. I never follow through on them. I spent today £2 at First Bus. That was yesterday, heading home from court. So if anyone wants to buy me by bus ticket for yesterday, that'd be £2, please. Yeah, down the description. For fuck's sake, his phone just goes off too much.
Just so you know
You do need an knowledge.
Third not sitting the tail, first sitting between. That way, if anyone wants to squeeze in, and I think I'll just sit at the stall if necessary. I can, but I can't see the comments he is reading. Are you in the pub with me, King? Oh, you can't see the comments on the wall. How about I fix that for you? What I'll do is the following. Ooh. Okay, when ordering your drinks, please remember to order your drinks one at a time, as we like to run backwards and forwards to keep fit. When ordering around, please make sure that you do not know what you want. When you arrive at the bar, we like to stand and wait while you knit backwards and forwards or shout across the bar to find out. Once you receive 2 drinks, please take them to your table and stay for a quick chat before coming back to pay. We will still be waiting as we aren't going anywhere and appreciate the rest. Not them comments, you fool. What comments are you on about? The comments in my chat, like, let me think of her. Some. Is that what you're on about? Like Marcus, tell them to hurry up, Shadow Demon 182. You can't see that. PMSL, what you on about? I'm sorry, I don't know what abbreviation means. Hey, bit out of order calling me the C word, even if you do misspell it. Anyway, please order Guinness last. We really want to stand at the bar for your other drink while it settles, and we are especially pleased when we forget about another. We might end it to top it up. Never put the money in our hands, as we like to pick it up off the bar, especially if it's in a puddle of beer. Never say please or thank you, as it only irritates us. Always ask and wait until you have been told how much your round is before asking for crisps, etc. When requiring ready salted crisps, always ask for the full range of flavours before asking us for plain. It helps to learn the stop. If you've been waiting at the bar for 2 minutes, please tell us you've been waiting for half an hour. This keeps us on our toes. We have no concept of time. Thank you. Just thought I'd read you the guide to when ordering your drinks at the Feathers window. Why are you saying FFS? I'm actually entertaining people. People saying do something to entertain my viewers, and this is what I'm doing. Well, how's the appropriate response FFS? Like, what comments are you on about? If you're not going to describe it to me, isn't it really possible? Are you talking about my private notifications, like how much I paid on different expenses? Well, it's by design you can't see that, you fool. Sandwich short for pick-me. I'm going to reclaim that term. Remember I was in high school, that used to be derogatory for a certain word that I'll not be dignified for repetition, beginning with R and ending in D. Pretty much anyone who's been in mainstream high school and sticks out from the crowd probably been called that term before. When anyone knows such a person has probably heard that being used before. Yes, mate, I'm a fool. I didn't mean it literally. I mean figuratively, you're a fool. But seriously, if you want your questions answered, please ask good questions. Don't ask silly questions. And almost quite literally beat about the bush. No, not literally. Like, let me make a better analogy of it. What you're doing is quite literally the equivalent to in physics. Oh yeah, shout out to Mike Newell, my ex-physics teacher from high school. So in physics, when you know the experiment, you need to produce your end result. But you try every experiment in that particular area of physics just to disrupt the entire lab, just to make some kind of silly point. Like if I were you at my company, I was the lab manager, even I would be getting a bit annoyed at a certain time. But dude, you knew what experiment or whatever it is, activity you need to carry out. Like, why do you need to try them all out to demonstrate some kind of a dumb point? You're about to donate, lol. Oh my, I don't... Sorry, I didn't know I was being irritating. I'm drunk. I'm sorry. Right. I know I'm a fool. And only a sandwich. Yeah, I agree. I'm dumb. Please don't know. I'm sorry. I just said some silly stuff. Anyway. I know you can't see the comments I'm reading, but I don't know what you mean by comments. I know it makes me dumb. If you can please donate, I'd really appreciate that nonetheless. Sorry. Like, if you donate, I'll make it up to you by doing an audit video. In fact, I would do the police station or pick right now, but knowing the police, they'll find an excuse. Right, they won't. I'll keep my mouth shut. Then they can't nick me on based on my own words this time. Sandwich, paper plate, acid fork, spoon, knife, blanket, sausage rolls, sort of. Yeah, I'm going to say on the stream to get some money. I actually agree, I am. I'm going to reclaim that phrase. But seriously, I want to go blockade the UAV. I'm not going to make any binding promises. I want to go from you blockade UAV tactical systems and whether it is some kind of Elbit Systems factory in Leicester. Yeah, I want a pizza and garlic bread. That'll be £5 what I've already paid for an 8. I should have filmed it. That's what it says on my phone. Regarding my revolt spends, it's private, hence why by design you can't read it. Let me just ask him for a bit of lols. Hey Mike, how's it going?
Right, Mark, how are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
See you? What are you doing?
I'm streaming myself on YouTube.
What are you doing, a review on the pub or?
I guess so, yeah. This pub's excellent, has really funny... Now I'm going to show you. Oh God. Really funny info on various things like a guide to ordering drinks and jokes on the wall. Really friendly bartenders, but remember, because of my autism, I don't like to stick out like a sore thumb. I've learned if you want 2 drinks, make sure to speak up. At the end of the day, same in any pub. You don't speak up, they'll think you're happy. But yeah, apart from a few minor imperfections, like not having a bin in the gents, I'll start using the gents again. That way, can't get hassled anymore. And then after the disable toilet. Apart from a few minor blemishes, for Wyndham pub you can generally overlook those. I won't give it 5 stars, I'm not going to give it any less than 4 either, so 4 it is. Hello again.
Alright, Mark.
Yeah. Can I ask you, what would be the best analogy to make out of someone who raises a point but doesn't specify, but basically asks a question, hypothetically, but it's a terrible question, meaning I can't answer it because it's too broad?
I don't know, Mark, but I'm in the middle of the conversation.
I'm sorry, I'll leave
so
you
that's
to
all
it.
right. Thank you.
Thank you. He doesn't know. I call it what it is. I call it asking a bad question. Like, there's a guide on the internet to Linux Geeks, how to ask by Linux Geeks, for anyone on the internet forum, how to ask good questions if you want your questions answered. Thanks to the funny side, King77703. And Darren Armstrong, aka Shadow Demon 182. Two viewers.
Alright? You're saying more down. Yeah, we'll collect the checks for tomorrow. We didn't have a chance to do it. So we're just tomorrow we'll serve it tomorrow and I'll try and that check I'll take care of standard.
At least he didn't tell me off like Frank did on the Sterling Ferry, the chef. I called him Frank because his name resembles his personality. Yeah, I forgot. I don't think I mentioned Frank before. His name resembles his personality because he was very frank, and his name was Frank. So I call him Frank, the chef in the Sternline Fair from Hatchford Van Horn. Shout out to Frank, the chef. I remember once I accidentally interrupted in the middle of a conversation. I didn't change sex, I haven't done that, you muppet. Gender. Potter, correct. I remember when he said, I remember the line that Frank said that stood out was, if you had the decency to wait until I finish this conversation, that would have been better, something like that. Which in England, speaking to anyone, is considered exceptionally rude. But in the Netherlands, it's considered normal to be, by our standards, exceptionally rude. Had a few encounters with Dutch people, which they were, by English standards, excessively rude, but had to call back and correct them, because remember, I'm in their country, not the other way around. Of course, they're not our country speaking to us like that. Of course, correcting them for being exceptionally rude would be another thing, would be probably acceptable. In the Netherlands, to keep my mouth shut and take it. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. And what made you change gender? Shadow Demon 182. Feeling for a long time, and feeling it was more acceptable as time went on to change gender. Like years ago, it was almost criminal. Now it's just normal. Like, would you believe it? Someone's existence a couple of years ago was treated as such a taboo, it was almost criminalised. Imagine being criminal for being transgender. Like, basically treated as guilty until you're murdered. But like, there's an old joke, in America you're classed as you're presumed innocent until proven guilty, while in Russia you're guilty until you're executed. Shout out to Yakov Smirnov. In Soviet Russia, you are guilty until you are executed. Well, correct, you can't find your arrest video from the other night, King, because I deleted it. You be you, mate, I won't judge. Precisely as you said in an FB message, you can't discriminate. Remember having a Dutch bartender who told me you can't stay all night charging your phone. Well, to me that's irrelevant. You can't stay beyond 3 AM if the closing time is 3 AM, and even then, if everyone's left, at least here, it'd be common sense, it's best to leave if everyone else is left, if staying in the pub would hold up the bartender from closing. And like, she was rude, I was tempted to answer back, and I probably would have done like the drink, but you wouldn't get you anyway. You're in someone else's country, in someone else's bar, arguing only gets you into trouble. So my options were either put up for it and buy another drink, so I'd no. To me that seemed exceptionally rude. Like, exceptionally rude, even by Dutch standards to me it seemed rude. I don't know Dutch standards, because I haven't actually lived there, I've only visited briefly. So I'm thinking, do all Dutch people really have to be this rude? And aside, oh fuck it, I'm not putting up for this buying another drink, I'm going to get my bag and go elsewhere. When remember, it's off license, walked softly with there, drank it, then ended up going for a pee in public, and then ended up walking around Amsterdam looking for some cops to observe and couldn't find anything interesting, so I ended up eventually just Amsterdam Central, train back to Utrecht, then eventually a bus back to Zeerswelle hotel figure to figure. Shout out to the excellent staff there, including Bart. And yeah, that was it.
And I go on the Bobby head and I go on Thursday morning off go home and for 4 days. The road went great. I come back on
No, I'm just gonna sit there. Would you go on the knife to go fully trans? Yes, I would, Shadow Demon 182. Ouch, indeed. But yeah, if anyone from the Netherlands is watching, please do tell me if those are old approaches to conversation are actually typical for in Dutch life, or is it just old farts who behave? No, don't put another. Is that just older people who behave that way, or is it just minority, or what? As long as you don't know what is normal in the Netherlands. But to me, when someone's a paying customer, there's certain lines you don't cross. I wouldn't cross, even if I were living in the Netherlands full time. I'll never cross with dealing with someone, even if at least they're a paying customer anyway. But of course, a homeless person who uses homelessness as an excuse to loiter in a pub for the sole purpose of loitering and is putting other customers in the beer garden, just somewhere to sit, and is putting off my customers from being in the beer garden, making them uncomfortable or causing complaints to the bar. If I were a bar manager, then constantly getting complaints and remarks like, oh, I don't want to sit in this beer garden with this homeless guy being sat here drunk. At some point, you have to tell them, look, mate, if you have the money to buy a drink, at least buy a drink, otherwise you have to move on. I'm talking if they're misbehaving and causing complaints, or at least if they're not paying. And causing complaints or putting people off. Well, if they're not paying customer, a bit of rudeness, i.e. is reasonable, but even then should be limited to, I'm afraid, maybe frankly just say, I'm sorry. No, even say so. I want to be a bit flexible. I want to say, come on, you haven't paid, you haven't bought a drink, people complain about plans here. I just want you, I'm not going to call police or anything. No, you need to say, just say, you need to leave.
So I've got to go to that.
And that's all. Even then, I can't bring myself to cross certain red lines because being too rude, there's a difference between being a little direct and excessively rude. Yes, I admit sometimes I cross that line, but still. So I'm a little tipsy now.
We do a collection for the Royal British Legion. Yeah, nearly. He sold it to Paris.
An example of asking a bad question. Let's say you walk into a Dutch coffee shop. You want some Indica Kush marijuana. You know you want Indica Kush, for sure. You ask the shop owner to list every single fucking strain they have on sale. And you knew, at that point, after you told Indica Kush, say, oh, that's the one I wanted. And you then order that. Oh God, if I was the shop person, I'll be getting irritated. Just this one wine. Which haven't even finished yet.
I've just a set, but that's it. He sold it to the British Legion.
Yeah.
So we should get it.
You're certainly busy up till June, aren't you?
Yeah, and then finish it for tomorrow.
No, that won't finish there.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll never know when.
Obviously,
I bet as soon as I can do another one. I'd rather do that. My woman said they were going to people. That's what I said.
Yeah, I think our best put this away. Yeah, shout out to Dale Reed. Me and him have had some good times, but I do feel he uses homelessness as an excuse at times being a shitty person. But if I was to be homeless, I wouldn't. My personality wouldn't be perfect. Yes, I'll probably end up breaking the law more than how can I put it, more than some of the more fortunate situation would. But I would own that. I would own all my personality defect stuff. Because at the end of the day, I go by the saying that being a good person, means owning your problems, not placing them onto other people using common excuses. That's just the way I am.
I am.
He doesn't go down there anymore now. What he does, he goes to.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the Dutch really don't hold back on what they really think about something when talking to people. And some people say I'm like the Dutch because I've been a bit, a bit rude with the way I say something. Some people say a bit, it's an understatement even at times, but still.
That's the stories, It's some beautiful stories, people. Yeah. What do you call it? Some woman come up and then said that seeing two soldiers here were tied. My dad was a soldier. God bless him. He's still alive now. He dropped the arm.
So you say.
So she said, he's an officer. She picked him up and he was an officer. He got the next medal with the Victoria Cross. But he must have done special.
Yeah, here's a trans question. And that is, I'm going to start using a gents loo just to see if people are okay with it. But what loo do you reckon I should use if I want to be a trans woman?
I don't know what he's dragging because he said no, just down through. I'll get some strangers and talk. We were talking about that, then he went against Iraq. He done that and said, talked about
But yeah, lesson learned the hard way, never resist arrest of yourself or another person. Will only lead to experiencing more painful for you and the officer. Answer additional criminal charges for you. It isn't pleasant for you or pleasant for the officer.
You were off.
And she said he survived it. He put the they beat him up nearly every single ride on. So he grabbed.
Plus, some officers will push you onto the road as a way of getting you out of the way of all that, which is wrong. It's effed up, but still.
She said, but oh, you didn't know about this until he knows. No, she said, well, you better have a word with the lady who only moved in. She said, well, I said, well, she didn't know till we went to her father's funeral. He was SOE. She said, yeah, he was SOE. Everything Mum come across some documentation here.
But yeah, if anyone going to defend they'll read and say I should hang out with him. I'm sure people would just say, well, he's a loser, he put you into dangerous situations and walked off because he was too drunk, and if he can't control his behaviour while drunk, then people I'm sure probably agree with me and be like, well, you shouldn't hang out with him then. They didn't want to defend Dale and say I'm wrong not to hang out with him. I doubt it. Oh, also another person. Why is my nose and hair itch so much? Oh, I heard the words money and NHS in the same sense. Let me just, without meaning to violate the rule, you should not discuss honk. If you a rich person, say, orders 90% of the cookies, say 100 cookies, he can 10. Like in the war zone. There wants your cookies. And you get told the immigrant is agreed on. Like that's, you know, effed off. Yeah, it's too dark for an audit anyway, so I'm not going to bother. I want the audit during the day. I want to audit in the daytime instead. Wow, so for some reason it's only been live 5 minutes apparently because this stupid Google system isn't working. Oh, I've no choice to let out here. Time to chance to subject more people to my unit anyway. Oh, come on, my neck hurts.
I thought then you were away.
No, I'm never. It's been a bit. I don't know. You might have police. I
think it's a roof of a train. I'm actually bored. She seemed to know him. Yeah, probably. She talked to her. I think that's what it's about. There's a few people. I think she knows a lot of people in the sport.
Yeah, I'm a funny person. Thanks. Anyway, talk to myself. Still enjoying this wine.
Next time you do, I'm walking the road, alright? Not deep enough, that's all I'm ready. Tell me this road. I don't really worry.
Also, what I'll say is, in my view, the way XR do things, on a random note, by getting people to spontaneously block up the turn with no train, Spain has this task by blocking the road. I'm sorry to be, if I come across as, now, I'm not meaning to get political or state my views on climate change, especially not under the influence of alcohol in a pub. That'd be a recipe for disaster. The way XR do even by expecting random people, including vulnerable people, to turn up and volunteer to block roads with no proper training is frankly just stupid. I'm sorry, I know I'm attacking XR there. Many people say you shouldn't be kicking them while they're down, their volunteer organisation. Well, guess what? Here's another thing I have in my defence. I went to a what you think would be a pro-XR protest camp. War camp, shout out to War Camp, Wendover Active Resistance Camp, back when it was a thing in Wendover. The activists basically agreed and said, yeah, XR not that good organisation. And, you know, just spend your turn up and block roads spontaneously, no proper training, isn't just a dumb idea, because in any event, if they haven't been trained, they're very likely to take the banner and fold, meaning the road gets open when you're not expecting it to be open suddenly. That's a health and safety risk. Your protesters, you want the road closed, and before you know, you get some angry person in a car or motorbike revving and honking the horn at them. Not just that, even setting that aside, it's a health and safety point risk for that person who hasn't received training. If they don't know what they're doing, they could do something stupid, like foolishly stand up to someone who's willing to run them over. And if XR were any other organisation, a formal hierarchy organisation with, like a company, let's say, for a director and officers and shareholders, they'd be legally in the dock. And if someone dies, corporate manslaughter they could face. But why XR think they're not just disruptive, even saying that, so I'm not here to debate that. Their stupid tactics are acceptable, so it escapes my head. Personally, I'd urge anyone to simply steer clear of supporting XR by being a demonstrator for that stupid movement. Yeah, no people say, oh, you're just bashing XR while you're drunk. Well, come on. The disruption XR causes, it's going to be trumped by what happens when we all have to flee the country to other countries and end up as refugees ourselves, or a million other things people will say. Yes, we do need action on the climate change crisis, but the way XR go about by recruiting vulnerable people, to taking advantage of vulnerable people for autism like me, to act as human shields is unacceptable. So this is the Extinction Rebellion and all its organisers. This is the corporations who cause the problem. Basically, fuck you and fuck you too. Like people say, oh, you're wrong, you shouldn't be attacking XR. I say, I have every right to say what I want, freedom of speech. What are you going to do if you don't like it? Duct tape me. Freedom of speech, no duct tape.
Oh yeah.
If you work, you'd know what it was.
But yeah, it's a random bit of politics, what, in my opinion, on a particular organisation, without crossing the line into a political discussion on the merits of direct action in climate change, or in climate change or politics. I prefer not to involve. Discussing politics just draws people into debate. Before you know, I end up getting told off by the bartender for distracting patrons from drinking or relaxing, whatever excuse. So there's a risk getting told off for that. Shout out to Pete over there. I'm not going to film him without permission, but he's a wonderful person, Pete.
Otherwise they won't stop you and you have to make them, so they have to be absolutely perfect. Then they adopt. So they only want another 25
By the way,
Two people I know still
bye Pete. I've got an old email in which I emailed someone about a comment Inspector Adam Hayes posted on Facebook, basically urging people not to share a picture I posted of Inspector Hayes with a Hitler moustache. I'm not the only person who posted a picture of a police officer with a Hitler moustache on social media. I'm probably the first person prosecuted for doing that by email to the officer in question. And convicted of it, pled guilty. You mug, I say, talking to myself. You pleaded guilty, you mug. Michael Joseph Smith, ex-prisoner at HMP Norwich. Shout out to him. Bye, Pete. He's now got his hat and gloves when he's leaving, Pete.
Your work for tomorrow. That's no, that's the girl asking me where it goes.
Well, you know, free and loose. And then you're betting on the young lady. Not yet. No hurry. No hurry. You ain't got time. No,
Yeah, this is how just one drink at a time can take if it's responsible. One glass of wine at a time is wasted. Way more than that, it's just taking it too far.
When you go back, then you leave in the morning. You're half the day.
Not in the morning, I've got to get snacks in the morning. Just a load of
You're looking.
Oh god, now twisting my now, so.
I went there earlier and they were playing football, stuck in the shop, stuck in the shop. Got a further load on the night. I take the first straight back up the road.
That's the plan anyway.
Go back and get back.
By the way, it's a comment, Chris says a bit of a comment on Colin Johnson. Oh fuck. That's no case to answer. What can I say, people? That's Colin Johnson for you. Yeah, these people got no fucking jurisdiction over you at all. I said it once and I'll keep saying, just tell him to fuck off. Colin Johnson. Of course the police don't try that approach, resist them in any way, including telling them to fuck off, and they'll expect a criminal charge. Oh, my the phone's going off.
Tell me where you are and do
There's my other phone.
They do a charge.
I'm not trying
When we go the biggest cost to get started. I'm not going to when he said he was coming
But on, man, shout out to you. Remember you commented on my video of Sergeant David Allen? Hi, I'm watching YouTube. It's Marcella now. What can I say, people?
They blame the operations. Should not be allowed to go around and
Shout out to Derek and Kevin from North police PSD. I was a police PSD investigator, he did do a good job. Too bad once he found made a good find in regards to Marty Roos' intention to rough me up, only for the so-called Independent Police Complaints Commission to be more charitable than him and downgrade it from case grants of misconduct to case grants of unsatisfactory forms like WTF. Like IPCC, the son of Michael O, a retired copper I know, lol. Stands for idiots, pricks, criminals and cunts. Now it is, idiots. Idiots, officers, pricks and cunts. IOPC. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this video at that anyway, enough of that. Bye.